we were, what is that we found out?
So M cube
FT,
CV
sir.
for M is equal to 9.
M is equal to 9, velocity factor 0.3505, and velocity is 5.65. Correct? We were there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, so continue with the next one. Next, what you do is, okay. So we have found out module and velocity, and we know which is the weaker of the gear pair in this problem. Pinion was the weaker of the gear pair. Correct? And now what you do is go to Lewis equation. Ft is equal to sigma naught Cv by pi into m. Okay. So with this module 9, we have found out the tangential load. Okay. We have found out tangential load, divide whatever tangential load that we got earlier by m. That is module 9. Correct? So you'll get Ft. Substitute that Ft in Lewis equation. Sigma naught is of pinion. Velocity factor is 0.3505. B we have to find out. Lewis form factor is of pinion. Pi into module is 9. Okay. Find out the value of B using Lewis equation. Please get get value of B from Lewis equation. Okay. Do that next step. Go to Lewis equation. Ft is equal to sigma naught Cv by pi m. So Ft we have something divided by module. So substitute for module m as 9. Get the value of Ft. Cv is 0.3505. We have found out. Okay, and then sigma naught, because pinion is weaker, sigma naught will be of pinion, and the Lewis form factor y, okay, will be of pinion again. Okay, here in this equation of Lewis. Are you all there? Okay. So go to Lewis equation. Ft is equal to sigma naught Cv by pi m. So Ft is 131,302.8 divided by. So in place of m here, you substitute the module that we have found out it as 9. This sigma naught is of pinion, and then y again Lewis form factor is of pinion. Cv we have found it out to be 0.3505. Okay, substitute these parameters and get the value of the face width of the gear, that is B is equal to. Let me know the answer. Let me know the answer for value of B.
81.785.
Excellent. That is 82 mm. Correct? Round it off to 82 mm. Okay. So this is the value of B, 82 mm. That's the value of B from Lewis equation. Others, have you found out the value of B from Lewis equation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next what we need to do is, okay, go to dynamic load equation Ft. Please go to dynamic load equation Fd, which is essentially given by Ft plus. So here is the equation, that is Fd equation is given as Ft plus K3 into V of C into B plus Ft divided by K3V plus root of C into B plus Ft. Please note down this equation. Please check and give me what is the equation number. Someone please give me this equation number of dynamic load.
Sir, 12.12.
12.12. So those who don't have data handbook, please note it as 12.12. Page number is what, Chaitanya?
207, sir.
207, na?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay. So 207 is the page number. Others who don't have data handbook, please note down this equation number as 12.12/207 and note down this equation for dynamic load as FD. Just note down this equation and wait for some time. So the value of K3 given in data handbook as 20.67. Okay. So you can take K 20.67 into V of C into B plus Ft divided by K3V plus root of CB plus Ft. Just note down this equation and hold on. Okay. Let me know after taking down the equation. Have you noted down?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what we need to do is, now we need to find, according to our design procedure, what we need to do is go to table 12.14/237. Go to table 12.14/237. All of you please go to table 12.14 in page number 237. If you are there, I'll continue. Are you there? Yeah, all of you are there near the table 12.14. If you say yes, we will go further. Yeah?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So from table 12.14, for a velocity of 5.65, so what is the value of error that you are getting in that table? Please let me know. .65 and so 5.65, I rounded it off to 6. For 6, what is the value of the error?
So 0.6.
Point?
0.059.
0.06.
0.06, correct?
No, sir, 0.0590.
0.0590.
Yeah, 0.059. I have taken it as 0.06. Why? I will tell you. Now go to table 12.12 in page number 236. Go to the table. Go to table 12.12 to get the value of C, dynamic factor C. Okay, you are there? Are you there? Table 12.1, just one page flip. Okay, 236 page number. If you are there, okay, come to the problem now. So in the problem, the materials that we have chosen are, what are the materials that we have chosen?
So
What are the
cast steel
materials?
and cast
The steel untreated, sir.
Yeah, we have chosen cast steel and cast steel, correct? It is steel and steel combination. Please note down, all of you, it is steel and steel, cast steel and cast steel combination, not steel and steel. Take it as cast steel and steel. Okay, are you all there? Please note down, the combination of pinion and gear is steel and steel. Okay, have you noted down? Right. Hope you have noted down. What is the pressure angle? What is the tooth form that we have assumed in this problem? What is the truth given in the problem?
20-degree involute.
20-degree full depth involute. Please be careful when 20-degree is given, whether it is full depth involute or stub tooth involute, there are two varieties. So here it is 20-degree full depth involute, and the materials that are chosen for pinion and gear are combination of steel and steel. Okay, are you there? Are you all there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now come to this table 12.12. Go to, you have three blocks, right? One is 14.5 degree, 3. Then next is 20-degree full depth involute. Next 3 is 20-degree stub tooth involute. Correct? You're all there? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So on the left hand side, you have various combination: cast iron, cast iron, cast iron and steel, and third one is steel and steel. Are you all there? Are you
Yes,
there?
sir.
Yeah. Now, for 20-degree pressure angle, steel and steel combination, okay? Steel and steel combination, I think it is the third one. In that entire column, it is sixth option, I suppose. Steel and steel. Right hand side, you have 20-degree full depth involute. Travel horizontally, and then vertically, if you see, you look for 0.06 error. Okay, under 0.06 error, come down, travel down till they intersect at a point. What is the value of C that you are going to get there?
686.
686.7.
Okay, anybody others who have doubt in this? Gunasagar, Meghnath Prasad,
Sir,
Rasik Baran, Gotaitama?
yes, sir.
Okay, Rasik Baran.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay, so got this how to take the value of C. So in the table 12.14, okay, for 0.059, I have taken it as 0.06, approximated to 0.06. From table 12.12, for steel and steel combination under 20-degree pressure angle, for an error of 0.06, okay, you travel horizontally from steel and steel 20-degree full depth involute. Then from 0.06, you travel downwards. So they intersect at the point for the value of C. So in this problem, it is 686.7 Newton. Okay. Are you all there now? Got the clarity? Okay. Chandan, Chetan. Yeah. Niharika.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Got the clarity as to how to take C value?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now go to dynamic load equation. Substitute the value of C as 686.7. Value of B is known as 82 mm. K3 is 20.67. V is 5.65. So we know the value of FT, that is 131302.8 divided by 9 will give you the value of FT. Substitute these values, get me the value of dynamic load. Okay.
Thank you.
Did you get what I said? Give me the value of dynamic load. K3 is 20.67, C is 686.7 Newton, B is 82 mm from Lewis form factor, Lewis equation, sorry. So Lewis equation, we have found out the value of B as 82. Substitute, and FT 131302.8 divided by module was there. So in place of M, substitute 9. Get me the value of dynamic load. I want the value of dynamic load.
So 3621.
Sir, 36213.66.
1 second. 36.
213.6.
Others, anywhere different value you are getting?
No, so same value.
Okay. Anyway, I think I got slightly different value. Maybe I would have used V value slightly different. Anyway, it is
213, sir.
36210 Newton. Okay, somewhere there. Okay. Others, are you getting now? Others, are you getting 36,000 Newton?
Yes, sir. 36,204.
204, excellent. Okay. So dynamic load is now done. We are done with dynamic load. Finished. Now what you need to do is we need to find wear load. Okay, FWO, which is essentially given by D1 BQK. Okay. So what is D1? D1 is M into Z1. Okay. Because module is equal to D by Z. Okay, so therefore D1 is equal to M into Z1. So module is 9, Z1 is 15, correct? Okay, so you will get D1 as 135 mm, please note down. Then Q is equal to 2Z2 by Z1 plus Z2. So this will give you the value of 1.52. Please cross check and let me know whether these two answers are correct. D1 and Q. Then we'll go for K value.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Correct.
Those two are correct, no? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Others, please now concentrate. Don't do anything as of now. We have got endurance strength being given by 2.76 BHN minus 70. This is the equation that we have taken for endurance strength. Are you all there? Okay. You're all there, I hope. Okay. Initially, assume BHN to be equal to 300. Okay, you just take BHN is equal to 300. Don't take 400. Whatever that you are seeing there on your screens, don't take 400 for time being. Take BHN is equal to 300. Substitute in endurance strength. Okay, 2.76 into 300 minus 70. So get the answer of endurance strength. Then go to equation for K. What is the equation for K that we have taken? What is the equation for K? Can anyone remember? Yeah.
So sigma endurance
Yeah.
square into sine phi.
Sine phi divided by 1.4 into 1
Yes, sir.
by Young's modulus of pinion plus 1 by Young's modulus of
Yes.
K. Correct. This is the equation for K. Now 2.76 into 300 minus 70 will be endurance, square of it. This phi is pressure angle, that is 20 degrees, 1.4. For Young's modulus of pinion, you take it as 2 into 10 power 5 because steel and steel. So Young's modulus of gear also, you take it as 2 into 10 power 5. Okay. That means what will happen here is 1 by 2 into 10 power 5 plus 1 by 2 into 10 power 5. That is going to be half plus half of 1 by 10 power 5. That's going to be half plus half is 1. So essentially the entire thing what you can do is 1 by 10.5. So take it to numerator, just multiply sigma endurance square into sine phi by 1.4 into 10 power minus 5. That's all. Okay. So endurance strength, what you get is 2.76 into 300 minus 70, that will give you endurance strength, square of it, multiplied by sine 20 degrees, because phi is 20 degree pressure angle, divided by 1.4, multiply that by 10 power minus 5, which is essentially summation of reciprocals of pinion and gears Young's moduli. Are you all there? Are you all there? Get me the value of K for BHN equal to 300.
So 1.403.
Pardon me?
1.403.
1.403. So the value of K will be 1.403. Okay, na? So that means now come to wear load, D1 is 135, we have found out. Okay, B is how much? B is how much we calculated? B is
82.
82.
82. Q is 1.52. K is 1.403. Get the value of FW now. Get the value of FW. Get me the value of FW.
Sir, BHN should be 300 or 200, sir.
You start with 300. Let's see. Let's see. Just feel it first, because we need to do iterations here. 1 or 2 trials we need to do. So therefore, just try with 300. Get me the value of FW. Yeah, what is the value of FW?
The 235556.96.
2355. Just check.
So,
Just check.
so 23,607.43.
23,000. Anybody else getting different answer?
23618.5.
Yeah.
23618.5, sir.
Okay, so all are at 23,000 only. Okay, just wait, hold on for a while. 135 into 1.52 into 82 into 3. Yeah, it's around 23,607, correct? So now this 20 others, have you got the answer of 23,600?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So most of them. So that means this 23,600 is, that is wear load. Okay, that is FW value is less than dynamic load, that is given by F. Okay. So dynamic load is 36,000, whereas wear load is only 23,000. Okay, so therefore it will wear out faster in dynamic loading condition. Now, again, what you do, because 23,000 is little far away from 36,000, now take BHN is equal to 400 and repeat the same thing. So find out endurance stress 2.76 into 400 minus 70. That will give you endurance. Then square it, multiplied by sine 20 degrees by 1.4 into 10 power minus 5. Just check what is the value of K and endurance that you are going to get.
Sir, FW is 43933.
Yeah, 439.
33.
Correct. 43933.9. Okay. So for 400, endurance is 1034, no? You're getting endurance as 1034?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. And K is 2.61, correct? Okay. For that, you will get FW to be equal to around 43,000. That is 135 into 1.52 into 82 into 2.61. So what you get is 43,916. Okay. Correct? So 43,916 is what I got. Maybe you would have got mostly closer value to that, correct? Okay. So now, 43,916 is little far away from 36,310, correct? So therefore, what you do is try with BHN of 350, let's see. Okay. Try with BHN of 350. Just try with that. Otherwise, we'll keep the value of 43,009. That is 400 BHN only we get. So do the trial with the BHN of 350 and check what is that we get. Dynamic load.
So it is less, sir. It's around 33,000.
Oh, it is 33,000, correct? So K, what you get is 1.96. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Others, are you getting that?
Yes, sir.
So for 350 BHN, we get lesser than 36,310 Newton. So therefore 400 only is correct. When we take BHN to be equal to 400, okay, we get endurance strength as 1034. So for which FW value is greater than FD value. So therefore the design is safe. Is that okay? There completes the problem of Spurgear design. Is that okay? This is how we need to get the or design a Spurgear. Are you all there? I'll go back and revise once again the same problem. Is that okay? Others, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So please look into your book. Keep looking into your book as I keep explaining one by one. Please keep looking into your books and screen as well. Okay. The problem that we took is design a Spurgear drive required to transmit 55 kilowatt at 800 RPM of pinion. So pinion is represented as N1 and Z1. Speed ratio is 3.2:1. So P thought 20-degree full depth involute is what is given in the problem. So velocity ratio is 3.2. Speed of pinion is 800. So therefore we get the value of N2 as 250. Then choose Z1. Okay, minimum of 12 teeth for 20-degree full depth involute. Minimum of 12. Beyond that, you can take such that Z2 is not a fractional value. So in this case, I take Z1 as 15 and we get Z2 as 48. After that, what we need to do is use equation for Lewis form factors, calculate the YG, that is the Lewis form factor of pinion using Z1, Lewis form factor of gear using Z2, get the value of Lewis form factor for both pinion and gear. After that, what we need to do is we need to go to table 12.7, choose two different materials in a steel combination, steel and cast iron combination, not to go for alloy steels or plastic. Okay, so go for cast iron and steel combination. Choose the static stress of pinion and gear such that the ratio of sigma naught P by sigma naught G is almost equal to YG by yp. Okay, that is the next step. Subsequent to that, find out sigma naught p yp, sigma naught g yg. Whichever value is less, that is going to be the weaker of the gear pair. So we need to identify weaker of the gear pair. Then go for, and further design is going to be based on the weaker of the gear pair. In this case, it's going to be pinion. Okay. Next step is find surface velocity given by pi m z n by 60,000. So get V in terms of module. Then go to tangential tooth load given by 1000 P into CS by V. If not given, assume CS to be equal to 1.5. So get FT in terms of module. Okay. If something divided by M is what you get in for FT, tangential tooth load. Then initial assumption, we make B to be, we take B to be equal to 10M for compact design. Then go to Lewis equation. Okay, substitute the values of FT, the value of B, then value of Lewis form factor. Substitute, you will get M cube CV desired. Okay, next is we need to find out M cube CV actual by initially assuming CV to be equal to 0.5. So get M value from M cube CV desired, get the value of M, standardize the value of module from table 12.2 by taking choice 1 or choice 2. That is next immediate higher value of module we take. Then multiply that standard module with velocity that we have found out earlier in step number 5. Then for that we find out CV, okay, which is given by set of equations, okay, so depending upon the velocity, okay, that we calculate, okay. Then find out CV, that actual value of CV multiplied by cube of standard module will give you M cube CV actual, okay. See that M cube CV actual is slightly greater than M cube CV desired. So in this case, for module 9, we got velocity to be equal to 5.65 and velocity factor is 0.3505. Okay. After that, we calculate B from Lewis equation. Then dynamic load. For calculating dynamic load, we need value of C there. Okay. So based on velocity from table 12.14, we find the error value. Then go to table 12.12 based on the material combination for pinion and gear and the error value that we calculated, we found out from table 12.14, get the value of dynamic factor C. Then calculate dynamic load FD, then calculate D1, calculate Q given by 2Z2 by Z1 plus Z2. Then, so we need to consider fatigue also or endurance also. So this is the equation. Initially assume some value of BHN somewhere around 250 or 300. Okay. Then get the value of endurance. Then go to equation for calculating K and then see that FW is greater than FD for design to be safe. Did you get the clarity now as to how to go about? Is that okay? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Any other people? Chetan Kumar, Dheeraj, any doubt?
No, sir.
No doubt, huh? Okay. Shall we go to the next problem?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Note down this problem now. Again, this was asked for 20 marks. A cast steel pinion. So here he has given you cast steel pinion rotating at 900 RPM. Cast steel pinion rotating at 900 RPM is to drive a cast iron gear. Please keep it in mind. It is steel and cast iron. Okay. This is useful while taking the values for C from table 12.12. Understand? Please note down this problem. A cast steel pinion rotating at 900 RPM. So pinion value is 900. That is the value of what? That is the value of N1. Okay. That's the value of N1. is to drive a cast iron gear at 144 RPM. Okay, so this is the value of what? Gear, that is the value of N2. So the static design stresses for pinion and gear materials are 103 and 55 mm respectively. So here you need not choose the materials. Okay, he has already given you static stress values. Next, the teeth are to have standard 20-degree stub tooth. Please keep in mind 20-degree stub tooth involute profile, and the maximum power to be transmitted is 25 kilowatt. Design the gears completely and check for dynamic and wear loads. That is FD and FW, you have to find out. The gear surfaces are hardened to 250 BHN. Use 16 teeth on pinion. Note down this problem and wait, don't rush calculating the things. Don't rush calculating the things. If you have noted down, tell me yes. If you have noted down, please let me know. Is the screen visible to you all? Whatever the
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it's fine. Don't rush calculating. Hold on after taking down the problem. Hold on.
Done, sir.
Done, na? Okay. Yeah, others please go look into the book. I'll read the problem again. A cast steel pinion rotating at 900 RPM. So that is the value of N1 is to drive a cast iron gear at 144 RPM. That is the value of N2. The static design stresses for pinion and gear are 103 megapascal and 55 megapascal. They are the values of sigma naught P and sigma naught G. You need not go to materials table 12.7 because he has given you the values of static stresses for both pinion and gear, right? The teeth are to have standard 20-degree stub tooth. Please don't get confused. 20-degree stub tooth is there. 20-degree full depth involute are there. So it is 20-degree stub tooth involute profile, and power, that is the value of P, is 25 kilowatt given in the problem. And you need to check for dynamic and wear loads. And hardness also is given you as 250 BHN. Okay. And he has given you the value of Z1 as how much? Value of Z1 as 16 is given in the problem already. Okay. So you don't have any choice of selecting Z1 also because he has given you the value of Z1 as 16 teeth. Okay. So you have N1, you have N2 given there. The find 900 by 144 into 16 will directly give you the value of Z2. You don't need to choose Z1 here because Z1 he has given already. The velocity ratio is given already. So therefore you have no choice but to find Z1 and Z2 directly. And then go for 20-degree stub teeth. The value of Y is 0.175 minus 0.95 by Z. Using this equation, find Lewis form factors. And we know the value of sigma naught pinion and sigma naught of gear. So no need of choosing materials and finding YG by YP ratio. You have no choice, but because he has already fixed up with the material. So directly go for weaker of the gear pair. Is that okay? do this and check. Let's check what are the values that you are going to get. Please calculate. Note down the data. Sigma naught P, sigma naught G. P is 25 kilowatt, Z1 is 16 teeth, N1 is 900 RPM, N2 is 144 RPM. So get the value of Z2. Z2, are you getting 100?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Fine. Look for 20-degree stub tooth equation in your data handbook. Don't just copy from the screen. Please open your data handbook. Go there to Lewis form factor equations and check whether this equation is correct. Finished, huh? Are you getting these values? Himanka, Parashar, there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Neerab Nembang,
Yes, sir.
where are you, Neerab? Where do you stay now?
Sir, I'm in Bangalore only, sir.
Oh, you're in Bangalore only. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Finished, huh?
Yes, sir.
You are getting these values only.
Yes, sir.
So, which is the weaker of the gear pair now?
Gear.
Gear is weaker. Others, are you getting this value? Chandan, Chetan,
Yes, sir.
Dheeraj,
We got, sir.
Yes, sir.
got
We
it, no? Sagar, Dutt?
got it, the same value.
Okay. So, weaker of the gear pair is gear. So, further design is going to be based on the values pertaining to gear only. Okay. That is, it's going to be Z2 sigma naught G, that is 55 megapascal. N2 is 144. So, these are the values that we need to use for further design calculations. So, what is the next step for us? What is the next step?
Surface velocity.
Yeah, surface
Velocity.
velocity and then tangential tooth load and so on. Okay, so please calculate and check whether you get these values. CS, you can take it as 1.5. Please check whether you are getting M cube CV desired to be equal to 173.92. Akhil, you're able to get the values?
Doing, sir.
Okay, okay. Basuraj out eager. Basuraj. Hubballi Basuraj. Ilri. Not answering. Okay. Oh, yes, are doing. Okay. Gautam Sai, working?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Muhammad Dayan, are you there? Sri Prasad, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Roshan Yadav, working?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Missing your friend Ankesh Aman?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suman Sagar?
Sir, doing, sir.
Okay, fine. Raghav, ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಸಂಜಯ್ Raghav?
Yes, sir.
Fine. What Ullas, working? Okay. What Sridhar? Missed out previous class? Missed out previous classes? 2 classes you missed, I think.
Sir, no, sir. Internet issues, sir. The Wi-Fi works sometimes, doesn't work sometimes. I
Okay,
can't do
anyway,
it.
whatever it is, in YouTube all are available. Please go back and recheck, okay?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
note
sir.
down. Yeah. Yeah, did you get the answer? Is there any variation in answer?
No, sir.
Okay. So FT is 49,735. Maybe somewhere close to that you would have got a little bit here and there. That doesn't matter. And V is 0.754 times module. Correct? Others? Chaitanya, getting the values?
Yes, sir, I'm getting.
Okay. Tirumani Shetty, getting the values?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we go to the next step or what?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, I think learn 50. Remaining things. Yeah, one thing. One second.